In this guide I'll give you a couple of tips on how to get through Wiegraf Duel Boss and Belias boss fight afterwards. Wiegraf Duel Boss is a terribly designed fight because the boss is immune to almost everything. I've tried using bunch of spells but nothing really worked, everything was 0% chance. I've also tried to equip Vanish because Vanish might give us invisibility and some free time to jump around, go around, heal and do whatever we want, but Vanish doesn't trigger in this fight. Almost nothing triggers from what I've tested. Of course I didn't test everything, but I've tested a couple of things. I've tried also re-raise with Dragonheart, but that didn't work too. It's just a crappy designed cheap ass fight. So because it's such a cheap fight, you have to chip this as well on tactical difficulty. By the way, the footage is on tactical difficulty. Level up as much as you can with Ramza and go for pure DPS setup. For me physical attack worked well. I've went with Dragoon class because I could hit the bastard from afar, meaning from 2 tiles. This is important because if you hit him from 2 tiles he cannot counter. I've equipped here Vanish as I said, but it doesn't work, so just ignore that. Definitely equip items and buy lots of X potions before this fight, because X potions can heal a lot and that is going to save you. If you went with Dragoon, I definitely recommend double hand from Samurai, because then we can two-hand the Partisan, which is going to double the damage output. The last thing should be movement +2 from Thief. This is a lifesaver in this fight, because with this movement buff we can actually get away from him and he won't be able to hit us. This is especially important when he gets 2 turns in a row. Alright, now to get to the fight. We're going to get damaged in the first turn, that's inevitable. However, due to Dragoon's high health pool and the best equipment that you can possibly buy at this point in the game, we can survive 2 or 3 hits from him. This is quite important, that is why I went with something that can survive his stupid damage output. What you need to do is simple: strike him from 2 tiles away, definitely retry the battle if you missed the first time around, and then, depends on how much health you have left, run around and heal, and then strike him again when possible. Make sure to always pay attention to your health, because you need to be able to survive his hit. If you are not sure that you can survive his hit, run away, use X potion, wait for the opportunity to strike again. 2 or 3 hits should be enough with this setup to get him down to 0, which triggers the second phase. As for the second phase, I would suggest bringing 2 white mages. You don't have to be a white mage, you can be whatever you want, time mage, whatever. Just have white mage and holy unlocked. Holy does holy shit ton of damage to the boss, and the only goal here is to bring the boss down as soon as possible. The boss summons Cyclops and can destroy your team in 1 or 2 turns. That is not a good thing, of course, so definitely try to pay attention what person in the party is being targeted by the Cyclops and then move them away from the others. With the others, strike. That's it. You need to bring the boss down before he brings you down. Forget about the archdemons or whatever. They are not that big of a problem. What you need to do is focus on the boss. When the boss is down, the fight is over. Anyway, that's all. Hope this video helps a little bit in how to... Anyway, that's all. Hope this helps a little bit. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more guides.